Today's show has been sponsored by More Than Gifts. Come see our new location in Marlton, New Jersey. Not just gifts, but...
Well, welcome back. I'm Keith Reynolds, host of Morning Coffee. Here are my co-hosts. Boy, I'm having problems talking today.
You know why.
I know.
We have that special guest with
us
this morning.
She is back. That's what it was.
We love her, though.
We love her.
She's great.
Who do we have?
Dr. Nadia, and she just whispered in my ear that she is the queen of eternal regeneration, and that has a lot of different meanings, and she's going to tell us all about it this morning. Welcome back to Morning Coffee. It's so wonderful to have you on the show with us again.
Yep,
Thank you. Thank you.
Great
It's
to
such
see
a
you.
divine pleasure to be here.
Likewise.
You know, I had the best Mother's Day, and it's the whole month of motherhood.
Yes.
And I actually want to share divine wisdom, what I call divine feminine wisdom, is the best. And so we're going to start to share, this beautiful wisdom, of mothers, because we have these incredible, we're so expansive. It's amazing what women
As
do.
females. Yes.
Absolutely.
And what skill sets we have, and
Yes.
how kick-ass we are. I mean, we have a lot to share.
We do. We absolutely do.
So,
I think men a lot of times don't realize all that stuff that's buried deep down in there that we can do.
yeah, it's time for
Once
us to
we're-
surface
once we're
now
free.
and
Once we're
blossom.
free.
Yeah, it's time to blossom. We are here in a badass way,
Yeah.
in a kick-ass, what I call a kick-ass,
Right.
laser-focused way.
Yes, you're right. You're absolutely right.
So anyway, I want to talk about debunking some myths that are out there to help serve a variety of different conditions, what I call issues in the tissues here. So I'd like to actually show a picture of one of my patients that came to me a few years ago. Her name is Gingera. Now she'd been to a ton of different dermatologists, and they weren't able to help her with any of that. She was on Accutane, she was on all different topicals, she was on, what do you call it, even androgenic medications, birth control. I mean, she had a hyperandrogenic situation, and for years, suffered. She was like at nighttime would sit up, hoping like that drainage would help her acne. So, I mean, she came in.
How awful, though, to have to go through that.
Right, and I mean years and years of suffering. Can you imagine this beautiful soul being, and she could not be comfortable in her skin,
No, she
right?
didn't even want to go out.
And no one could help her.
You know what, Dr.
No
Nadia?
medications could help her.
I have a quick question. You were talking about myths and everything.
Right.
One of my son's friends, she had acne, and she said she was laying out to help clear acne. That can't be good.
You know it is. I mean, we created those quagmires. Dermatologists used to tell people. We didn't know any better at the time. The ramifications of too much sun and drying out. So the myth is still out there. Drying things out is actually helping the skin, and people going out, especially the kids, in tanning booths or going out in the sun, and it's actually causing more damage to the skin. It's becoming more sensitive, especially if these kids are on drying agents already, like retinoids.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
And think about what most of these kids are on. Clindamycin, very drying. Benzoyl peroxide, a freaking bleach is on these kids' faces.
I know.
So the current paradigms of acne treatments are actually damaging and degenerative versus regenerative. Does that make sense?
Yeah, absolutely.
So it just makes no sense. None of the skin is a beautiful,
it's coming from the inside.
Yeah, but also just look at the barrier and the skin. If you are doing these things, you're actually compromising the integrity of the skin. The protective, you're not in balance with it. Right. So the first thing I do, like with that gal, was to bring her skin in balance. So using things that are soothing, calming, healing, using laser lights to calm the tissue down. Do you know? She couldn't get married. She had actually, it was so sad. She had postponed her wedding 5 times
because of the breakouts.
She was supposed to get married in Phuket. How could she get married, right? So she came to me.
In Phuket?
Yeah, in Thailand. I know.
Yeah.
I know. It's one of my favorite places. I haven't been there, but it's definitely on my dreams.
Me too.
If my dreams and we're so going. Put that one on. So anyway, she came to me and she gave me 8 weeks to get her skin turned around. And remember, years no one had been able to help.
Yeah.
Within 2 weeks, I had calmed her skin down. No more of those cystic inflammatory pustules. Within 2 weeks, and she was this gorgeous Philippine. The heart was just so beautiful, and within 2 weeks, she gave me the best compliment I've ever had, which was Dr. Nadia, because she had this cute accent. I can't do her accent.
Right.
She goes, Dr. Nadia, I love you so much. Even though I'm straight, I'd marry you.
I love it.
Now that's
the
what it's
highest
about,
compliment.
right? That's what it's about. And what's great was within 2 weeks of all medications, everything that she was not serving her whatsoever. Within 6 weeks, I had her at her bridal shower.
Oh, wow.
You know, amazing. She only had some slight scars left, which, you know, were healing still, but it was, she could easily put on, there was no more acne. Her tissue and skin had completely transformed, regenerated. We have different lasers and whole complement, and I individualized a process for her. She was with me every week, but do you know that post picture was 10 months later?
Beautiful.
Just long term, without any medications, nothing. She was off everything that was damaging her liver or her kidneys, whatever. She was on these antibiotics. You're not meant to be on chronic antibiotics forever.
That's
what
compromising your system,
It's horrible. So that's like a lot of you know, physicians, unfortunately, are still doing chronic antibiotics.
I know
for acne, which is actually...
I was on tetracycline for 3 years. For
you know what the medical recommendations are? 6 weeks, 6 to 12 weeks max.
Even that's a lot.
Beyond that, you're going to actually cause resistance. You're going to cause all these different, you know, microflora. You know, your whole system gets messed up. Your digestive system, your liver's backed up. Your spleen and kidneys are working on overdrive. It is harming. You know, as an you know, as a medical institute, we need to stop doing that things that are harming our populations here.
We talk about well care. We need more well care.
It's true health care. It's not health care when you're doing bandage medicine and we're unconscious. Just knee-jerk responses as to what we're doing for acne or any other disease.
Quick fix.
It doesn't fix though. That's the whole point. It doesn't fix. We are about cures.
Well, you know what, Dr. Nadia, we're going to take a quick commercial break, and we're going to be back with some more folks that we're going to have some more pictures and some more patients. We're right back.
For independent living for seniors age 62 and over, People Inc. offers safe, maintenance-free apartments across Western New York. The affordable rent is income-based. For more information, call People Inc. Senior Living at 817-9090.
Looking for a cooking oil with a light flavor and reduced absorption so food preserves its natural flavor? One with a high smoke point for stir-frying, sautéing, grilling, and baking? Then choose all-natural Pompeian 100% grapeseed oil, imported from France. Grapes have been a key ingredient of the healthy Mediterranean diet for years. Pompeian 100% grapeseed oil is the chef's choice for high-heat cooking, grilling, stir-frying, sautéing, or even deep frying. And Pompeian 100% grapeseed oil is great for baking too, because its delicate taste does not overwhelm the flavor of cakes, cookies, and other favorite recipes. A key traditional ingredient of the Mediterranean, grapeseed oil is a rich source of vitamin E antioxidant and naturally gluten-free. Buy imported Pompeian 100% grapeseed oil today and find great recipes at Pompeian.com.
Wait, don't let this happen to you. At Jan Fence, we're family owned and operated for over 50 years, providing a wide choice of fencing. Why wait online at the big box store? Just call Jan Fence. Ask about our Easy Fence to Go products by Active Yards, the first truly do-it-yourself fence product.
At Jan Fence, we always do what we say. Come see us today.
Step into an extraordinary world that will excite your senses. Experience our delectable Mughlai cuisine and the magic of tandoori savoir-faire. Let our international award-winning team delight you with a taste of heaven. Enjoy our mouth-watering flavors and our unique flair for excellence. Savor the elegance of fine dining and catering. Shazam Restaurant. Indulge your taste buds.
Today's show has been sponsored by More Than Gifts. Come see our new location in Marlton, New Jersey. Not just gifts.
And we're back. I'm Keith Reynolds, host of Morning Coffee. I'm here with my co-host, Charlene Chamberlain. And our favorite buddy, Dr. Nadia, is back.
You know, Dr. Nadia, earlier today, we introduced her as the queen of eternal regeneration, but I really think she's the queen of everything, don't you?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I wear many hats, many shoes. I'm quite expansive. You have no idea. You haven't even touched it.
I know.
I'm quite notion.
So we were actually talking about how a lot of chemicals and products are very damaging to the skin. And Dr. Nadia had one of her patients, we saw some photos of one of her patients whose skin is just absolutely flawless after a few months of treatment. And she was actually able to go to her wedding.
Well, actually, I didn't say that, did I? So I got her up to the bridal shower, and then I didn't see her for 10 months. I thought for sure I'd get an invite to the wedding, right? But I'm not gonna.
Well, she's going to marry you anyway.
Exactly. How could she not invite me? So she shows up 10 months later, looking cuter than, like in a cute little shorts, bright as can be, had lost 10 pounds. She was just the most amazingly dazzling at that point. She was just, you could tell, her energy, everything was different about her. I said, what the frick? You don't even let me know. You don't call me. You don't let me know.
What happened?
What happened? Yeah. And she said. So I said, "How's the wedding? How's everything? How's the marriage going?" She goes, "I never got married."
What?
Oh my
I
God.
said, "What?" You had me on overdrive getting you there. What do you mean you never got married? She said, when I was now in this new place, realized this guy was a complete jerk. Didn't respect my culture, didn't respect me. I was settling for something because I had no sense of self.
Absolutely.
And so she actually pulled out and actually really started her life in a whole new way as a result of this. Now that's what we talk about. Journeys or transformational journeys of hope. It changes lives. This isn't just about this physical process. It deeply, because once you're comfortable in your skin and you are, then you're living your life in joie de vivre.
Right.
In your essence, in your truth. Like here, she was just flying now. She didn't need to be married, that wasn't, she just was ready to, and she was marrying the right guy.
Yeah, and embrace her
and
life.
couldn't even see that because she was stuck in the darkness, so we brought her into the light, so to speak, and she was kicking butt. She was living her life like no tomorrow. And that's what it's about. It's about transcendence, getting people rooted and anchored so they can fly again. Now that's what's hitting a home run, and that's what we do in our practice.
Nice. So now we have some more pictures. Let's bring up one of them. Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah. So here's someone that came in and been married for 22 years, just and had a lot of droopiness and lost her volume in her face, had deep nasolabial folds, and eyes are droopy. The skin is not bright and luminous anymore, and that's her 10 days later.
10 days later?
10 days later?
I want some of that.
10 days later. 10 days.
Wow.
Easy peasy, lemon squeezy, fun, and healthfully
I've been
zesty.
using that, but I don't go all the way there. I say easy squeezy.
But you don't go all the way there.
I don't go all the way through the whole thing.
Fun and healthfully zesty. You got to get that one. That's important.
Absolutely. And then I think we have one more.
So I want to share about that one. Come on, let's talk about that. What is that? How does that happen?
In 10 days.
In 10 days. So she came in to see me. Actually, I did it in one day. It was actually a 3-hour process in my practice. And we did a multitude of things. So that was a natural facelift. Got it?
Nice.
So we also worked on multiple levels on the skin and tissue to get that healthy. So not only did we lift her cheeks up.
Right.
We got rid of the nasolabial folds. We worked on the lip lines. We worked on under eye circles. We lifted her brows and gave her a enhancement there, natural one. A whole, skin was brightened up with 3 different laser systems, all of which are regenerative. That reduce inflammation, get rid of brown spots, that actually truly regenerate the skin, refine the pores, and get new stem cells and fibroblasts going.
Now, I want to say something, though, to our audience. Now, when Dr. Nadia says lift, she doesn't mean like cosmetic surgery lift.
No,
It's
this is called natural facial sculpting. You know, I'm known as a Leonardo da Vinci of sculptors, and so it's about balancing the face, bringing back the contours through certain fillers, through certain regenerative collagen stimulators, and having it in a way. Do you know, the next day, this gal went for an interview for a managerial position at Lane, invited out everybody because she actually didn't even have a single bruise. I was so on that day. There was, she literally looked like $1 million, and she felt even better, and just nailed that interview, and was flying from there on out. Well, the beauty of that, if you were try to do that through cosmetic surgery, we're looking at $50,000. You know, with temporal lifts and fat injections and you know, facelifts and all of that. Right. And guess what? That downtime. But the thing is, that process is not healthy and good for you. No. What they did at those extreme makeovers and stuff, it's actually a degenerative process. The skin actually gets worse after surgery. Right. So our process are actually making skin healthy and regenerative versus degenerative. So it, not only, you know, can we get an amazing wow in a matter of days.
Yeah, that was an amazing wow.
You can, it's actually regenerative, healthy for you. My patients keep going up to, you know, with time, not down.
They keep looking younger and younger.
Absolutely. And they need less over time, not more, because the tissue is healthier.
Right.
We're gonna take a really quick commercial break. We're gonna come back and we want to show 2 more patients of Dr. Nadia's.
Here, we have an attractive orange and a distinguished apple. The two similar, but opposites. Theory, a wingman is needed, or perhaps a wing lemon. A friend to the orange and an acquaintance to the apple, the lemon brings the two opposites together. See, with a little fresh thinking, the universe can be surprisingly smooth.
When we make Beyond Natural dry dog and cat foods, we start with real meat as the first ingredient. We leave out corn, wheat, and soy. And we own where our dry food is made. 100%. Can other brands say all that? For nutrition you can trust and your pet will enjoy. Does your food go beyond? Learn more at purinabeyond.com.
Today's show has been sponsored by More Than Gifts. Come see our new location in Marlton, New Jersey. Not just gifts.
And we're back. Keith Reynolds, host of Morning Coffee. We're giggling and laughing here at the studio. I'm here with my show host, Charlene Chamberlain.
See, the laughing Buddha.
Every time Dr. Nadia is on, she gets me going.
I know, she gets them all twisted up.
I make him blush. I love to watch him blush. He's very cute.
He does.
She does.
He's actually blushing right now.
Well, I heard that Mr. Keith paid a visit to you.
Oh yes, he did. He wants more of that too.
You
blew him away.
You nailed it. I said that after the show.
Yeah.
So, Dr. Nadia, we have 2 more patients I want to take a look at because we're running down a little bit on time. But
yes,
let's see who else we have. Okay.
Oh wow.
Okay, so if you take a look at this patient, she actually came to me and she had been on 10 different medications, psychotropics, just all kinds of, 10 years of psychotherapy and stuff. You can tell she's in a very sad, despondent place. Nothing, again, could have helped her. And it, you know, she was even drinking on top of that.
Oh,
she should have been dead.
Yeah.
She should have been dead. Now, this is her. Now, take a look at her energy on the right. Not only do we have someone who's yeah, exactly. She's in a light. This is an engineer that used to work for Lockheed Martin. And with all the medications that they had her on, they actually shut her down, shut off her light, shut off her energy, shut off, you know, and created all kinds of problems versus, you know, getting into a healthy place. This is what medicine does. So I don't believe in all these psychotropics and pain medications and all of this, you know. So my concept is the best of Eastern and Western science and a true wellness regenerative program. And that was her like 8 months later in a whole new place. So it is about a layered process of working with lasers, working with regenerative treatments, but also working with nutrition, working with psychospiritual issues, emotional. It's all connected in.
Absolutely.
And don't you know, she's hardly on anything. And when we see her now, she just makes me laugh. She's living her life. Her husband was so happy because he got his wife back. Right? She doesn't, you know, she lives her life in joy, you know, which is just a whole different person. So again, it's great through this process that we have so many things that we offer our patients to inspire and empower them to
be who they should be.
Who they really are, not should be, who they really are that has gotten covered up.
Right.
So now we have one more person, right? One more person.
Okay, here's another person who came to me, had been to dermatologist, had skin cancer. She actually was in a quagmire for 8 years, because 8 years prior to that, her husband had committed suicide, and she blamed herself. So she was totally sitting in darkness, and she, again, tried all kinds of psychotherapy and all that. And this was her literally 2 months later.
Amazing.
Right.
She's
so
beautiful.
and within 2 weeks she had a huge meltdown and emotional release, because we work energetically with patients, and so much love and care and tenderness, because we hold everybody, what I call, in a container of grace and compassion and unconditional love and acceptance, that she was able to heal, and she's bright. Not only is her skin, she doesn't have risk for skin cancer, she actually started living her life like no tomorrow. She's a grandmother, she travels all over the place, and she hasn't even had to come back, because she just took all our beautiful wisdom and just went for it. So that's amazing to watch patients transform, and how, you know, what you think, you know, because we don't work just on one dimension. We work on so many different, truly is hope integrative health. Be hopeful, be healthful, be radiantly beautiful, and thereby eternally regenerative. It's about getting people to live from the heart again.
Okay, awesome. Well, I talked to you during one of the breaks. We talked about the myth of going out in the sun.
Yeah.
What about pools? Chlorine help?
Yeah, people are going out in those pools and things at this point, and chlorine really. I mean, our skin is so porous, and it's going to absorb. I mean, as it is, there's so many chemicals in our environments, in our cleaning products, in our everything, hair products, makeup. I mean, in FDA sucks. I'm sorry, I'm going to put it out there. Okay, they have not protected it. It's corrupt. Okay, in Europe they don't allow. In places like South America, they do not allow. You know, this toxicity. It's everywhere. We know these things are cancerous. We know they're harmful to our bodies. We as a society, $2 trillion spent on medical. I can't, as a physician and healer, help when you guys are constantly being bombarded with toxicity. So it's time for us to really be conscious. Yeah, saltwater pools, so much better.
Salt water?
Yeah.
Well, that saltwater pools, we had a pool company on. They said that's making a big you know.
Absolutely. People are understanding the concepts of that, and you know, really minimizing the chlorine usage and all. Because it's in our waters. I don't recommend that in our drinking to filter everything, because it's, you know, our bodies are suffering. We see that everywhere. We need to start living consciously. There's a great environmental work group. Gives you a lot of information, EWGs. You know, take a look at them, because that will help you know about all of these toxicities. So we got to start getting educated about this stuff for ourselves, for our children, for our environment, for Mother Earth. I call that. No more Roundup either, guys.
No. Do you know, in Canada, that's gone. All of the chemicals, all the pesticides, they don't allow it in Canada.
Yeah, that's crazy stuff.
Yeah.
So, Dr. Nadia, how can our listeners and viewers find you?
Okay, they can go on my website, regenerativelasermedicine.com. Dr. Nadia, Hope Integrative Health. And we have a YouTube channel as well, and there's going to be a lot of shows. In fact, our new show is going to be starting soon.
Very soon. Dr. Nadia is going to be coming on the Radio Vision Network and doing a show. So
wonderful.
Very pleased.
That's great.
Lots of opportunities here for you guys to connect to us.
Absolutely. Well, we're going to take a commercial break, and we'll be right back.